Alright guys, we got another little challenge lock here from Whompy. Just one note, looks like he invested in some spring technology on this thing. I don't have any clue what that number means. Good luck, I got that. And then over here you can see, just barely is an impression, upside down, where he stamped his, maybe I did have it right side up. It's hard to tell. Whompy. It looks like a little ABUS lock, but it has a fit key, so it might be a knockoff of an ABUS. And the other thing I noticed, it looked like somebody tried to get into this little lock with a hacksaw. Wasn't me. Alright, nice thing about these, they got a tiny little keyway. This is the tensioner I usually use. It's the medium thickness. And it's just about right. There is a spring core in these things. You got to pay attention to it. You got to overcome the spring tension, but not too much because those pins can get bound up pretty easily. At least in the ABUS version. I don't know about the fit version, but this one is modified by Whompy, so it's bound to have some weirdness in there. I'm going to put the short one in there. There we go. All right, I'm going to use a standard short hook, 15 thousandths, because that's about all that'll fit in there. Get in there. Guys, I'm having trouble getting a feel, because it feels like we got a couple, according to the note anyway, some pretty good springs in here. I'm only counting 5, but you know, when we open this up, there may be 11 for all I know. That's how bad the feel is. Well, all right, let's give it a try. All the way in there, a little bit of tension. Now let's see what Whompy's got for us. Trying to find a binder. Probably be easier to pick this one in your hand, but it wouldn't be easy. There's a little counter rotation on 3. I got a little click, but no fault set. 4, counter rotation. Deep counter rotation. Wow. Got it. Holding in my hand wouldn't be so easy to keep it centered in the camera. This kind of forces me. There we go. Number 2, little counter rotation. See if I can get on him a little better. Okay, I got a little click, but I lost the fault set. All right, now I'm able to get a little deeper in the keyway after I picked 3. There's 2, little counter rotation. There's 1, little, let me check that. There we go. There's an open. That spring didn't really kick in until it turned a few degrees, and then it got real strong. Let's go and see what Whompy's got inside this thing. Ah, I'm already zoomed out. What do you know? All right, we do have a key. Let's set them to the side. Phillips. I expect to see some kind of weirdness. I'm prepared for you guys now. I'm going to take that out of the frame for a second, but I'll leave it laying right there. Over here, I have every type of tip known to mankind. So no matter what you guys come up with now in terms of putting weird screws inside of there, I was kind of looking forward to something odd, and to find a Phillips, quite a disappointment, to be honest with you. Anyway, we do have a anti-bypass, and it looks like Whompy doubled or tripled it up. Looks like a double. So no way to punch through that with a wafer punch. Let's shove all this stuff out of the way. Get a pinning tray. That back where it belongs. And let's go and lock them back up. Let's take off that little circlip. Let's open up the key and take a look. Yeah, I have to cut it. Oh yeah. That's what you want. Looks like a beaver. It almost gnawed that key right in half. Perfect. No drag whatsoever. It works beautifully. You know, I filed that down, and this is really the wrong size. And that is the only really small one I have, guys. Let's try a pen. It's got that notch on it, though. We're really hosed here. Why is that not working? But it's definitely too small. Nah, he's going to be too small. All right, let's do it this way. Pins are up on that side. I am going to gut it like... I'll tell you what, let's turn the key like... not like that, Bill. What a stupid move that was. All right, we have two serrated pins. That popped out. I'm going to put them, well, we know they go in either 1, I think it was 1 or 6. I'm just going to set them right here. We'll figure it out when we know what the bitting is. I was trying to rotate it like this so I could keep the pins underneath my finger, underneath my thumb, while we gut it backwards. Let me zoom in a little, see if we can make this happen. Okay, we got a spool. Okay, let's take a look at this. Let's get that tweezer and remove the spring from chamber 6. He popped right up. When you look at 5, come on, come on. Why are you not working with me here? 5 is not even breaking the shear line. He's still flexing free, but he's got a really gentle spring to him. It is a, I don't even know what you call that. Almost like a little tiny little assa pin. All right, back to business. Number 4. And we're hung up. There we go. A little serrated popped up. Come on. Come on. He didn't want to pop out of there. Number 3, a little serrated. I keep bumping the microphone. Sorry about that. I'm trying, it's too small for me to look through the camera lens. I actually got to look over it. And my head bumps its mic. Little spool. And the last one is a little serrated. Okay, I'm going to set him down. We'll look at the springs in just a minute. All right, so I'm missing 1 and 6. They're the 2 that fell out. So let's get it right. Let's make a guess and say that it's this guy here. Nope, so just the opposite. So he's 1. He's 1. And he is 6. All right, we're back on track. 2, 3, 4, all serrated, every single one of them. And it does look like, which explains, oh, look at there, we got kind of an undercut here. Yep, we have some countermilling there, but not on the other side. We only have countermilling on one side, so if I pick it clockwise, I get number 2, which is serrated in a spool, hung up right here. And it looks like number 4, I can't tell if that's a remnant or an undercut. I don't think it's an undercut. If it is, it's not a very big one. And same on the other side. There is, it feels like there's a little undercut there too, but if it is, it's not a very significant one. Nope. Everything else looks stock on the core. All right, this guy. We know we got some weirdness going on because when you see the break between the 2 of them, you know something's going on. So we know number 3 is threaded, and probably 4, 5, and 6 are threaded. And when you look in here, get light, I think you can probably see that. Yep, got some threading going on. 5 and 6. Take those springs out so we can get a good look. And 3, all threaded. Okay, 3, 5, and 6. Anyway, there you go. Other than the extreme bitting and a little bit of undercutting on the core, not a lot of weirdness in this. You know, with Whompy, especially with the warning about the springs, I really expected to see something unusual in terms of springology. Now, there is one here. It's a little bit different, a little smaller, but that's it. All right, here we go. There's what your pinning look like. The only really weird one, these are all standard commercial pins, except possibly the driver and pin and chamber number 5. He looks like he might have been homemade to kind of emulate an ASA. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal. Whompy, I still have 1 lock to go. Thanks, guys.